very prominent at both Fox and Cloud. He usually uses them pretty evenly depending on what matchup.
Okay.
I usually see him not go for the Fox Ditto whenever I see his matches, so that's probably one part.
Actually, he went Fox Ditto against me a few weeks ago.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was it in a counter pick war?
Yeah.
That's
basically.
why.
I went Fox against his Cloud. He went Fox against my Fox. Yeah. It was trouble.
Well, you know, at the grand scheme, like that was a good falling up air to side B to get some nice damage there. When it comes to the Fox matchup, all Chavo needs is one good read on your jump, and that's it with the fair strain off the side. So even though he can challenge Cloud's recovery pretty well, he has a better opportunity to keep Chavo out with his giant sword and very good frame data while also having great kill potential. And if anything, if it goes really bad, he does have the Fox available to him. So
nice high recovery.
Yeah, opting to not even play around with that witch time down there, or witch twist. Speaking of witch twist, we're going to be carrying off the top. No, he's actually going to fall off to the side. This is still very scary. Even though the Chavo does have a % lead right now, Bats within coming through the clutch because that would have true comboed into a side B, and that would have been the stock for Chavo. Or close to it anyways.
No, that definitely was it if he hit the side B afterwards.
He would have been pushed far enough to right-hand side. Looked like Dink was opting to go for maybe an air dodge read, trying to catch him with his side B off to the side. But
nice back there.
This is good. Like both these players are kind of not really fully committing to anything. They're trying. It seems like a little bit of a conditioning play going on right now, and decides to blow the limit on maybe seeing if he's going to roll up or get a neutral get up. But now, unfortunately, he doesn't have limit to protect him if he gets gimped off stage. And immediately trying to get as much in as possible. Nice spacing with that fair. Didn't get punished for it.
Gonna go out, but he got the nice tech. I mean, he got the tech.
It was a nice tech regardless. It kept him alive for an extra second. Unfortunately, he's going to take the back air from Chavo on the stage, but still, and that down smash
is not going to kill.
Yeah, no rage to go along with it. That's normally very strong, but usually a lot better near the ledge. And Chavo, if you've ever seen him play against other Clouds, he is a fiend for when he sees a Cloud without limit near the ledge. He will go out and try and hunt him down, especially with a stock lead. It was very smart on his part, but then he gets stock back air. Very straight horizontal. I thought that was, didn't look like it was the strongest of DI, but still no rage. Next one probably going to take it out though. Chavo playing patient. Nice ledge cancel attempt to go for that nair so you can just push him off so he can get some stage control, but it didn't have to blow limit for his recovery there.
This could be trouble for Cloud. Nice DI though.
And nice challenging him with that up air on recovery there. Not trying to get gimped off to the side. Both these players starting to play a little bit more patiently. He does have limit, so he can start to play a long game a little bit. But Chavo finally getting in and getting a good conversion there. But he's going to get that air dodge, and that's not going to take it out yet. But he is forced to blow his limit. Almost getting it, just barely missing that down air on the ledge for the neutral get up as well. All right, that was some good damage from Dink there. He had the right idea. He saw that he was planning on rolling in, but accidentally went a little too far with that grab there. Nice tomahawk to that throw, and now Dink's starting to slowly bring this match back. Now Chavo is very much at kill percent for a couple of things. Not so much off air, but soon enough it will.
Yeah.
That nair still, all right, gets limit just in time. Able to avoid getting hit by that neutral air. Looked like he was possibly going to go for a down smash out of shield there, but that witch twist is very strong.
The down smash would take you here.
Yeah, at this point with all the rage that he has, oh my goodness. It's not going to do it. It's looking very stressful for both players right now. Yeah. Dink just barely making it back down to the ground. Chavo does have to be careful not to overcommit, but Dink might die to this F throw right here, and he is
off the top.
He had a relatively decent plan for DI there, but the problem was Smashville, and he was at 180, so it was about to happen.
There was no avoiding.
He was doing a good job living for a long time there, though, especially against Bayonetta. That's not something you normally see at Cloud, who doesn't have limit for long periods of time do. So Dink played very well.
Lost his limit very often there.
Yeah. Limit usage is a huge part of playing the character, true, but it's extremely important in the Bayonetta matchup. And opted to go right back to it. You know, it wasn't bad. It opted to go FD as well, too. I've been seeing a lot more Clouds pick FD. Like, originally, you know, in the grand scheme, it's pretty much his worst stage because he can't get platform shenanigans.
Yeah.
But you also have to be able to adapt and work with your worst stages in order to play well. Kind of like you see Light do with Lilat. He converted it from one of his worst stages to one of his best stages that he personally plays on.
Yeah.
But speaking of great conversions, Chavo just took the stock by harassing all of Dink's recovery on the side there. Got the air dodge read and everything, and that is a great lead for him so far at the start here. And this might actually be another one if he gets his DI. Nope. But
just gonna keep it.
Yeah, Dink has to be careful right now, especially with such a huge deficit. Chavo has the ability to play around with being aggressive, but that was a nice conversion there, getting Chavo to 68% so he can start slowly chipping towards skill percent.
Yeah.
What do you think about this matchup as a whole, like especially when it comes to this stage?
You know, I don't like it for Cloud. I don't agree with the pick because just you can't keep going with those uppers. The thing that make him really good. You know?
Yeah.
And there's nothing to help you really. It's just a flat stage. You're Cloud. If you're off stage, you're kind of dead against Bayo. Unless you have limit.
I mean, he's doing a good job. Oh my goodness! Immediately calling him out on the afterburner kick onto the side, onto center stage. As we just began to talk about, you know, hey, this stage is not so much so good, he started bringing that back. I mean, it was mostly just good reads. I do agree with you 100% though, because having an inability to challenge people with platforms, whether it be Lilat's platforms or a couple platforms from town or something, just they're so much more beneficial to Cloud. But then again, it is pretty good for Bayonetta when she could get things like that on a second to third platform too, because that's pretty much a stock if she gets you anywhere near mid-screen. Oh, that was very frightening. He had the nair, but Chavo DI'd in and avoided getting followed up. And gets the up air off the top.
Reading the SDI, that was really nice.
Yeah, Dink was looking looking very impressive with his defense in a very difficult matchup when it comes to survivability.
All right, well, I gotta go play Chavo, I think. Yes.
Yes, you do. We are moving on to losers finals. Thank you for once again joining the zoo.